Hello all, sorry that I have to present these on video format, but hopefully you understand. I should be back in a week or so. If you have any questions, I'm sure you're in good hands with the sub. Otherwise, just email me with some questions too. But here's the notes on mutations. I believe you can pick up right where we left off on the notes on Friday. Just keep going with those fill in the blanks. So, a mutation, first of all, kind of what are they? Well, they happen regularly. A lot of things can get mutations. A lot of cells can get mutations. They're almost all neutral, meaning they don't have a negative or a positive effect. Remember looking at the chart last week with the amino acids, and a lot of the same things, or a lot of different combinations code for the same amino acid. In that way, there's a lot of redundancy so that there aren't major issues. Sometimes they can make a different protein, so that could cause an issue. They could be caused by chemicals or other things, UV radiation, things like smoking and the chemicals in cigarettes. But a lot of them are repaired by enzymes. So a lot of this stuff could be happening and we're not even aware of it. Like these mutations, it's either still making the right protein or it's making one that is being repaired. Sometimes they can be bad enough that things like skin cancer and leukemia could result. So somatic here, meaning like the body cells. So the skin cells, if you're in the sun too much, that's why we say wear sunblock. If you're always getting sunburned, that is the body cells. Some can actually improve survival. There's the example here, the moths. During the Industrial Revolution in England, the kind of lighter moths blended in really well, but the darker ones were seen more by birds and picked off by predators. Then after the Industrial Revolution, once there was a lot more pollution, the trees got darker, and now the whiter ones are ones you can see a lot more. So sometimes they can even be good. They can even be beneficial. If it's just something that changes a color or changes I'm thinking a fur type or something, it could be something beneficial that it helps them blend in better. So now they don't get eaten by predators as much. Mutation, just its simplest definition, it's a change in the DNA sequence. So here, at the top we have CTGAGT. Right underneath it goes CTGA, and then hey, there's an extra T in there. That's a mutation. It added an extra one. It's called an insertion. This can be at the level of the genes, so it could be something just one that's inserted, or it could be an issue with the entire chromosome, where a whole piece of the chromosome is broken off or missing, or there's more of it. Some things called mutagens are things that cause mutations. I mentioned this earlier. The sun, UV radiation from the sun, can lead to things like skin cancer. X-rays, which once again, going to the doctor and getting an X-ray once a month even, or if you have an injured foot and you have to get 2 or 3 X-rays, that's fine. Or going to the dentist and getting it once a year, every 6 months. But when it gets bad is when you do it every single day. So you remember the last time you went to the dentist and they took X-rays, and the person's they get everything set and then they step behind a wall, because it just wouldn't be good for them to be exposed every single day. But you'll be fine. Certain chemicals, I said the things that are in cigarettes, and just repeated exposure over and over and over to these things is what can cause these mutations and what can lead to problems. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure what's going on here. But types of mutations, they are substitutions, insertions, deletions, frame shift, insertion, and deletion. So I like it. These ones, they kind of sound like what they are. A substitution, one gets swapped for another. Insertion, one gets inserted. Deletions, one gets deleted. And then in a little bit, we'll talk about the other one, frame shift, so that you can see what that one is too. So an example here, substitution. We could do this with the actual amino acids, the actual DNA. I think it's a lot easier to look at it and just think of it as letters or words of 3. So in this sentence, the fat cat ate the rat. It's kind of funny, my cat is looking at me right now. Chubby Cheekers heard me say cat. But anyways, one letter here, the F, gets substituted by the T. So the cat ate the rat. It changes the meaning a little bit. I mean, you can still see that it's a sentence. It doesn't make as much sense, like what's a cat, but you can still know it's about a cat. Some kind of cat ate the rat. So one of the bases here is just substituted by another one. These ones here, the substitution practice, you can do those. We're going to skip those for now. I'm going to... Frame shift. Deletion or insertion. So insertion is where one gets added, an extra one gets put in. Deletion is where one gets taken out. So insertion is an extra one. Deletion is one gets lost. And this is called a frame shift because then it bumps any of the ones after it. So if there's an extra one, that sets off all of your counts of 3. If there's one taken out, it sets off all of your counts of 3, your codons after that. So I like this picture here, the normal DNA, and these are the amino acids that you would get from that. But then if we have, so we have GAT, CGTA, then down here, if we have GAT, oh, they added an extra G right here. That sets off all of these codons. So it gives us totally different amino acids. This one here, this is what it should be. This one here, the first one's the only one that's the same. So deletion here, one base is deleted. It shifts everything down. So we have our original sentence, the fat cat ate the rat. By just deleting one of those, we now have something that it doesn't even look like a sentence. The at, atta, tet, her, at, and this last one is short one. So we're still dividing things up by 3, but this totally changed the meaning. We're doing that right now. Insertion, one base is inserted into the strand. So it changes the whole reading frame. So if we divide things by 3, now we get something that doesn't make any sense, and this one here is extra. So instead of the fat cat ate the rat, the fa-tica tat eth ira t. If you're looking at it just words of 3, it doesn't make any sense anymore. The results of mutation we get are missense. So that just makes the wrong amino acid. So it still makes an amino acid, it still codes for one, but it's definitely the wrong one. Nonsense is it doesn't code for anything. Usually in this case, the protein will just stop early, it will get released, and nothing else will happen. Or silent, this is one where on the charts, remember how there was a few different ones that coded for the same amino acid? This is a mutation, maybe it still codes for the right one. It still makes the correct amino acid. Everything is still good. So this is what can happen because of the mutations. So hopefully these notes help. Hopefully this helps with the vocab. And I will see you guys later.